Okay, we're offloaded and ready to launch. There's all my gear and my kayak and the beautiful wife, Christy. All right, we'll get in the water.
Okay, here he is, getting ready to go into Fox River. Good luck. Oh boy. What a cute tushy.
See ya.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Straight ahead. Looks like a rancher's field, and there's some cows out in the water. We'll take a look at the cows. It's okay, cow. You can stay in the water. Stay cool. You can stay in here with me. See our bald eagle again. If you look up there on the right of the river, looks like he's standing in the water. Let's see if he gets up and flies away. Yeah, there he goes. I see him up against the sky. Went over the river left. We'll see. Just past what seemed to be a little bit of a training camp, firearms training camp. I heard a bunch of shouting and guns. And there's a bunch of camo netting on the other side of the river, and passing these little shacks on this side of the river. I like flying the flag. Although these folks have an old faded Confederate flag there. And a fire. And a four-wheeler out front. Stop here on this little island. Have myself a shore lunch. A little bit of shore lunch. soup. Chicken taco ramen with fajita chicken and ramen. And we have lemon chicken rice with a nice lemon pepper chicken packet. What should I have? I think I'm gonna go for the lemon rice. For tomorrow morning, oatmeal and coffee. And then mix it in the bag and let it set for 5 minutes and then eat. All right, water's about boiling. Just gonna take my chicken, put it in with my rice, and just add the hot water. Protein in there. Good. Good. Save that. Trash to pack it out. Oh yeah, nice hot water. Instant rice, dehydrated vegetables, a little bit of potato flakes powder, the lemon chicken. Delicious. Alright, I'm going to let that set for about 5 minutes or so. Rehydrate the rice and enjoy. Outstanding. Ricey, lemony, a lot of vegetables. Good stuff. As the rice just comes back to life. Get all those little flakes of vegetables. Spices. Delicious. I'm gonna finish this up. Get back on the water. We got about 2 miles left to the campground. Once we get there, we'll get all checked in, set up, show you around. We'll do a little bit of gear review, see what all I brought. Okay, I made it to Rolling Oaks. This is the Rolling Oaks campground. I'm fixing to go up the hill to the store and see about checking in. I'm not sure where the campsites are, their tent sites. Looks like a lot of permanent sites here, so we'll see. Okay, so I checked in at the little store and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I can only sell you hamburgers and french fries and ice and stuff here. You got to go up to the check-in which is all the way up the hill from the river almost near the road. So I gotta go check in and see where my tent site is. Hopefully I'll be able to have a tent site that is by the river, so I can stay down by my kayak. Otherwise I just schlep up my my gear, my backpacks and stuff up to the tent site. But pretty busy place. Of course, looks like a lot of partying going on account of the holiday weekend. Pretty busy. This is a permanent space, so a lot of people park their stuff and just build a whole four-season environment all around. So very big, very busy. Looks like they have a pool, but it's under construction. Here's their dressing houses and their bath houses. Looks like everything's under construction down there. They're digging out a pond. Well, turns out here is the primitive camping space down by the river. There's some other spaces way up on the hill, but this is the one down by the river. So pretty well mowed, pretty flat, but permanent sites way up there, and there's a lot of noise because it's a lot of partying this weekend. You can see my kayak is on the gravel way down there. I'm gonna go down there and bring it back and put it on this little area right down here below me. This is where the boat ramp is, right on the other side of the tall weeds, and I can just come right through. Of course, the kids out here fishing and carrying on, that'll be just fine. There we go. Camp is all set up and good to go. I'll do a quick rundown of what I use for my kayak for solo trips, at least kind of my standard loadout of gear. I got my tandem Kokanee kayak. Of course, I got my PFD, which I have set up with the seat in the middle. I don't always wear it, but I do have it where I can reach up and grab it if I need. I got a little thermo seat pad there for my buttock to make sure that it stays comfortable. I've got a breakdown paddle, 2-ended paddle, and I always bring water, at least one 2-liter water. I got a smart water bottle here, and then I've got a couple extra here as well. So, and in my Black & Decker, I have my pocket fisherman and lures. So that's just a bag I use to carry my pocket fisherman with some nice little jigs, which did a great job of catching some smallmouth bass last time I was out. Sunscreen, I always put that on and reapply, and then some bug spray. In here, I generally keep an extra water bottle, some gloves in case my hands get sore paddling, and then I've got a packet or a couple little packets of jigs and lures for fishing. So that's what I bring for fishing gear. Inside the back stove here, I usually have either a pair of gloves or a couple of waterproof cases for your phones. So I carry those. And in the front, I have a dry bag, and I always take this dry bag with me, and inside are a towel. I've got sometimes a change of clothes, like an extra shirt and some socks. Here's a wipe, an absorbent. In here again, I have an extra bottle of water, and then I have big Ziploc with some snacks, generally some trail mix, protein bars, or chicken bars. I have Kind bars, that sort of thing in there. And then always have a potty kit. So that's hand sanitizer, wipes, paper, and bags. I always have fire and fire starters, and the hand sanitizer does good for fire starting as well. In the stove, I always carry with me a few things. I have a big Ziploc bag for a dry bag, and in here I have tied to here's another Ziploc bag with some wipes, and it's kind of a potty kit. Here is a life straw, which is attached to a store-bought Impact first aid kit. And then I also have inside here a utility kit, and this has things like fire starter, cordage. It would have like some rope, or a utility knife, or a multi-tool. So that's just the standard build out of my kayak and the things I bring for that. I'll also go through a little bit of my packing list for the camping. So that is the eating and sleeping stuff. This little bag, I love it. I take it with me everywhere. It has a pocket up front for water. It has a couple of side pockets. In there I have some coffee, a little collapsible cup. On this side I have some additional snacks like some Kind bars and granola bars. I've got some carabiners all attached, so then I can connect the Nalgene water bottle if I need. Up top I can put like a potty kit or something in there if I need to. Inside this I have I'm able to pack a few pieces of fruit on top. I'm able to bring some trail mix and some beef jerky. And then this is my cook kit. So you saw me use that for the shore lunch. Basically I have a Stanley 2-cup adventure set in here in this bag. Inside I have a propane stove and a little plastic cup, and I'm able to heat and boil water in there with no problem. And I have, Chloe got me a little mount for my isopropane. Now if I don't use the butane and I want to use fire, I actually got this as a utensil holder for about $3 at Walmart, and I could start a fire in there and then just put these tent stakes in here as something for that to set on, and then set that on there and cook on a fire. And it's kind of a fire without a fire pit. In addition to that, I bring a bag of food, and that would be a Ziploc bag of like chicken rice or ramen. Again, trail mix, although if you bring it with the chocolate in it, the chocolate will melt in the sun. This is just additional food in the Ziploc bags, plus some oatmeal for in the morning. I've got a handheld thermocell, which is nice. This is new. I've got, I think it was like 20 bucks. And then in this bag, I've got some flip-flops, a flashlight, just some camp shoes. There's a pillow. And the side pockets here, I have just extra Ziploc bags for trash. Over in this side pocket, I have some binocs, which I take everywhere. In the middle pocket, here's where I have a nice potty kit with some wipes and alcohol. And then in the main, what I have set up here is a dry bag, because I'm on the water, so I put things in the dry bag. And then I've got outside of the dry bag some trash bags, some zip ties, and a Mora knife. And then inside the dry bag, I have a few little things that are safety kit. So there's fire and cordage. I have power banks for recharging my phone. I have a water filter, a cellular water filter that I could put right on my water bottles, dip into the river water, and it just filters it and is drinkable. Plus some moleskin and band-aids, things like that for blisters. Got a little overnight kit with the comb and some deodorant, toothbrush, and toothpaste. And then I also have just some additional, a jacket and some things in there. So that's what I have in my pack. And what I have in my tent are just basically my sleep system. Let me open this up. Nice big D zip bag. My summer weight sleeping bag, which is good for 50 degrees, which should be down to about 60 tonight. That little gray thing is just a pack up, blow up air pillow. I think that was $3 or $4 on Amazon. That HP bag is a full change of clothes. So that's some tights to sleep in, a long sleeve rash guard shirt, some underwear and warm socks for sleeping. The little brown bag is actually an inflatable air mattress. So I can put air in that, and I'll put that under my sleeping bag. An extra blanket that was a give me off American Airlines, and it's great for repelling grass and sand and such. And then I got my shade hat in here as well, and my other dry bag that I use to carry those things in. Otherwise, there's plenty of room in my 2-man tent. There's 2 doors, 2 rainfly flaps on each side, and plenty of room to keep all my gear. That's my build out for overnight. All right, I'm all set. Got my mattress aired up and my sleeping bag and my little light and my tent. Everything's good. Just winding up the last little bit of the fire through the screen over there. Cut this light off so you can see. And ready to go to sleep. I got some earplugs in case there's any noises and such, and I'll be up early and back on the water in the morning. So good night.